Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're talking about our engagement stories.
Yay!
Very exciting. I got engaged about a year ago, actually over a year ago now. And you got engaged super recently.
Super recently.
Yes, all very exciting. We both have very different experiences and we thought this would be a really fun way to share our engagement stories. I think everyone has their own engagement story and the way that they were proposed to. It's really beautiful and it's a special moment.
Yeah.
And I think we can go through some of the details today.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to hear from the boys about kind of like the behind
How
the
they
scenes
felt.
because there's so much that goes into a proposal.
So we'll get the boys in.
Let's hear from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
So Jason, look here, right? Not here.
Always in the camera lens.
Okay.
Do you still do a little shoe change as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
So talking about proposals,
Mm-hmm.
when did you know that you were going to propose?
What was the moment? Who
Take
wants
it
to
away
go? You go first, Jace.
When did I know I was going to propose?
Mm-hmm.
I think it just sort of came to me. Like we may have been at the beach. We may have been, thinking about planning Talia's birthday,
Mhm.
and I just knew I wanted to be with her forever and marry her, and sign the deal. So I thought I'd do two birds with one stone, and make it a very magical birthday, and it was.
And Sean?
I've known that I was going to propose for a couple of years.
Took a couple of years to save the money.
Yeah.
What went into the process of getting the ring?
Well, Talia was very helpful. It was always, oh, look at this one on Instagram, and she'd show me that she liked this or she liked that, and she was sort of hinting it, so I thought she would at least have known that, things could have been coming or happening, but obviously she had no idea. I knew she wanted that sort of oval shape, which is very unique. I've never seen it before, and it went on from there. Luckily, I'm Jewish, so every Jew knows a jeweler. So I had one of my family friends, I met him in the city at his jewellery making shop, whatever you want to call it. And we came up thinking, and she wanted something very nice and plain and sophisticated and not too glitzy, glamorous. And we designed that. And I think she's quite happy with it. I was happy with it. I was stressing out as well.
You were stressing out, it's too small.
Yeah, I mean,
It looks small in the box.
I don't have the biggest hands, but like I was holding what's it called, like a replica, like a fakie, just to see the design and the size, and they had a fake stone in there, and me holding it, I was like, this is so small. And then my dad holding it, where one finger is like two fingers, I was like, I said, I'm freaking out. Done the wrong thing. I can't afford any more money. Make it bigger. But she's got the daintiest fingers in the world, and it actually looks huge on her.
That's
So
massive.
I'm
That's
happy.
massive, yeah.
It worked out.
And Shawnee?
Yeah, I get that. I get that feeling. I think for 2 months after buying the ring, I checked it every single day,
Mm-hmm.
and each day I thought I fucked up. Different to Pinterest Talia, who gave you plenty of direction. All I knew is what Mel didn't want.
Yeah.
So I had plenty of reference to what she didn't want.
Right. What's an example?
Nothing too bedazzled.
No. Okay.
So we needed a simple band.
Yep.
We didn't want it to look like it was from the 50s.
Yeah.
Something that was just this chunky, that looked like it's just got rhinestones and...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that wasn't what we were going for.
Did you at least know the shape?
No, not really.
Okay.
She had told others probably more of a princess cut,
Which is square.
which is square. Yeah, but we don't always listen to others.
No.
I took it upon myself. I didn't involve anyone in the ring process. Did you?
I did it, and I knew what I wanted, and I went to Alan or my jeweler, and we created something, and I brought the mock back to the family, and obviously my mum is all glitzy, glamorous, everything needs to be diamonds, and she was like, this is too simple, it's gonna look shit, you're doing the wrong thing. Dad's like, should have some diamonds as well. I was like, you don't know Tink.
Yeah.
And yeah, we made the right decision.
And so, Jason, how did you feel about the lead up?
Yeah, you sort of don't think about where you're going to hide the ring, and I'm quite a forgetful person as it is, and it's quite a expensive little thing. So I ended up with my backpack. Sometimes at the bottom you have the zip that you can take out the waterproof case. So I had it in there, and funny. We were at the airport, and Mum's like, make sure she doesn't look at the scanner when it goes through. I'm like, you're talking crap. Like, so many things, and like, I had like a camera in there, had like a charger, whatever. And we're there, and she's looking at me, and I'm looking at the screen, and all I can see is this ring go through. So I start just trying to distract her and talk about other things, and she didn't see because she's pretty oblivious to most things. And we carried on.
Lucky for you.
But the whole process was exciting. I knew I had something planned that was really exciting for both of us, and it just happened.
Yeah.
So
And Sean, how was your lead up to that day?
Yeah, like I said, I didn't involve anyone. I wanted Mel to be able to share the news with friends and family and all that sort of stuff. So I got permission from her mum and dad. I told my parents that it was happening, but no one had seen the ring. I'm Jewish, so I've got a jeweler. Met with him. We back and forth, and we settled on something that we're very happy with, and ended up.
Copy exactly what I did.
All right, so I guess the lead up to the day, I knew that I wanted my mate to shoot it. I wanted to capture the moment, but not in a cheesy, corny way. He's a wedding photographer, so we had very limited days that we could shoot on because he's shooting weddings, and we wanted to be on the weekend. So my options were the weekend we did it, the weekend earlier, or I wait till next year. Originally, I had planned it the weekend earlier, and then in that week, I remembered that it was Mel's sister's birthday on the day that I
And it was
planned.
her 30th?
It was her 30th.
It was a big one.
It was a big one.
Yeah.
Big wedding.
Big wedding.
Sorry, big birthday.
That's a huge wedding.
Yeah, big birthday, big milestone.
She did have a big wedding.
And big wedding.
Yeah.
Before that.
So I didn't want our thing to be connected with that thing. So in a mad panic, I got onto the phone to my photographer, and through tears, we were able to work out a new day, which was the next week. So it ended up being fine, And then on the day, the plan was we'd rock up. It was at the Botanical Gardens, which beautiful gardens here in Melbourne. And the idea was we'd go to the little cafe, we'd get a coffee, then we'd go out and we'd do a bit of a shoot for our new website that we were setting up. We'd then go, all right, great, we're happy with the shots. We'll go back to the cafe, make sure we'll have a quick look at the back of the camera, make sure we're happy. The intent then was that me and my photographer mate would look at it and go, all right, great, that's the spot. When we're looking through the photos, that's the spot that we'll go back and do the engagement shoot at. But he was going to make an excuse that the series of photos that we took there were a bit blurry, or he hadn't quite exposed them right. So he was going to take it on himself and say, sorry guys, I've stuffed these ones up. Do you mind if we go back and we'll get a couple extras? And we'd go out, and then it was all going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
On the day, we were running out of light. It was about to storm. We were getting already a bit of drizzle. So we'd done the initial cafe, and I thought we're not going to be able to go back and reassess how the photos came out. It's just going to happen.
Yeah.
So we'd found this spot that we were happy with, and my photographer Matt goes, do you want to get some shots without your cameras on? Because I had my camera straps on for the shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And in that moment, I knew that he was happy with the location, and he more or less said, all right, this is happening now. He more or less told me, all right, you're proposing now. Yeah.
And where was the ring? In the back pocket?
So I took my straps off.
Yep.
And he said, Mel, why don't you get a couple of photos with the straps? So I give it to Mel. They go off to do their thing for a moment.
Yep.
I go back to my camera bag, which is where I had the ring in the box. But for whatever reason, so it was in like this red varnished box.
Yeah, it's the same box.
Same box as you have.
Oh, yeah?
Same box.
St. Jewel.
It's a weird.
Same box.
It's a weird box. I don't like it.
Yeah, it wasn't that nice black or white.
I pictured the red. Like,
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful classic jewelry
It's a
box.
classic
No.
jewelry
Yeah.
box.
It's
Yeah,
not
no, a lot of people really like the box. So the box, for whatever reason, I hadn't prepped it ready to go on the day. So the box was in another box which was wrapped in tissue paper. So I'm shaking, like I'm nervous. I'm trying to get into this box, and anyway. I then go back to Mel. I take the straps off and put them down the camera bag, and we go back to back for a second to get some back to back shots and
As you do, Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angel style. And rather than the old trigger gun, I give my mate the
Thumbs up.
the thumbs up. We're on. And yeah, it was in that moment that it all happened, and I think I can say that it was a nice moment.
Yeah, you guys cried.
We both
You
bubbled.
wept.
We're a couple of softies.
I said it's like we're crying.
Yeah.
These two are cold.
But yeah, I you plan it for a couple of months, so I knew that it was all going to happen well in advance. But yeah, on the day, I think my voice broke a few times as I was saying what I was saying. I had 3 versions of different scripts that I thought I'd run through, and I think it just came out as a mix of all 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was exactly the same as me.
Yeah.
I was more stressed about those couple sentences and what I should say, and I had about 3 or 4, and I don't even know what I even said.
If it helps you guys, we don't remember
I
any
don't
of that.
remember. I think.
Nah, you can say whatever. You can say
You could
like,
have been like,
Yeah.
just want to spend the rest of my time with you because
Yeah.
I like the smell of your farts.
Yeah.
No one will remember.
I think that was part of mine.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
Do you regret your decision?
No, we're both very happy and both very lucky.
Have each other.
Have each other.
Bye.
Cute.